Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Billy, Colorado Sling Blade, and let me tell you, today is a really good day because we're doing another mod on the Sling Blade. Now you ask, what mod are we doing? Well, this is a pretty cool mod. It's simple, it's inexpensive, but it is a major game changer when it comes to driving your Slingshot. So what we have today is, we have a 1 pound shifter from Sling Mods. This thing is weighted. It's a pound. It actually feels like it's more a pound, but it's a pound. And I got a chance to drive one the other day with the weighted shifter, and it makes shifting so much easier. Now this is the SLR model, and as you know, that comes with a Sparco shifter, Sparco steering wheel, and the pedals. Now I've already replaced the steering wheel, and now we're going to replace the shifter just because I like it so much. So in order to do that, you need a couple different parts. One thing you are going to need is this is an energy adapter. Now this particular one comes with this this shifter knob. You can buy these separate from Sling Mods. I'm not exactly sure how much they are, but together these run like 90 bucks, I think, for the total. So it lists on the website as one piece, but it's actually two, and I'm going to link the description down at the bottom. I'll link the what this is down at the bottom. So if you guys are interested in doing this, I highly recommend it. And today we're going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, on top of that, we are also going to replace the boot. Because to be honest with you, the boot looks kind of cheap and I don't really like it. So we picked up this really awesome Status, I should say, boot from Sling Mods. Inexpensive, it's blue, it matches a Sling Blade. The knob, it's blue, it matches a Sling Blade too. And hopefully when we're all done, we're going to get a chance to really see how this looks, and more importantly, how it drives. So let's check it out. Okay guys, so here we are, we're seated in the Slingshot. This is a Sparco shifter that I talked about. Now, the average person could go through and watch videos on how to disassemble this, but I'm not one of them. We're just going to figure this out as we go, and hopefully it won't be that bad. I have heard that there's basically one bolt you have to undo, makes it super simple. So we're going to see how it is. So basically I've been able to figure this out, that you're just going to twist this at the bottom, and this is going to come down. And then on here, it looks like there's a small Allen screw that holds the shifter knob on here. So I got my handy dandy Allen here. We're going to figure out what size we need. It's relatively small. I'll let you guys see what size this is. That's not that one. Looks like it might be a 2.5, but let's see. Yep, 2.5. So when you're removing this, this is the metric set 2.5 Allen key, which will undo this particular Allen nut. So we're gonna loosen this up as much as we can, not super tight, which is good. So I've backed it out. I'm probably going to have to take this out all the way. Let's see if there's one. Oh, there's another one. So we have two. So we have two that we need to take apart or take off at least. Possibly a third, but we're going to go with this one. So these are a little bit tighter, I would imagine, because they probably put some Loctite on them, but we'll see. Now the new one screws on, so we shouldn't be an issue. And actually there are three. So we're going to loosen up all three. Take this off. at this point, once you loosen those up, I believe all you're going to have to do is it's loose, just a matter of how this needs to come off. And there we go. So once all three of these are loosened up, this slides right off. The collar that screws onto the bottom comes off as well, and we're going to put all this back together because we're not going to be using it anymore. So at this point, this is what you're left with. You're left with the boot that just you're going to work your way out of here, and you're going to pull this straight up, and voila. So we have the boot, we have the collar, we have the knob, and then we have the Allen screws with the piece that goes on the bottom. Now, alright guys, so we have the boot off, we have the shifter knob off, and now what we're going to do is we're going to move to removing the shifter itself. Now, there is an Allen bolt right down here, and this is going to be size metric number 5. So, some guys have said that this bolt is incredibly tight. Mine wasn't. Maybe it was just because it worked its way loose. Not real sure, but we're going to figure that out. So, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to remove this Allen bolt. Now, this is important because we're going to be reusing this. So, there's not a lot of room in here. Trying to get a ratchet or anything in here would be incredibly difficult, and this looks like it's a little bit tedious to try to fit that in there. We're going to be working at that at least until we get this off. Now, this could be part of the issue that we were having. I had a little bit of a jerking motion when this was going in, and I think maybe it's because this bolt was loose. Why, I don't know, but not a problem. We're going to fix it. And it looks like this bolt will probably have to come all the way out. Now, we're not going to be using this, so the new adapter that we have will fit right on, and it will also make it lower. So here we are. So this bolt is off, this adapter piece is off, and we're going to need this set screw. So we're going to need to remove it all the way out. But if you see, this adapter is going to be taking the place of this. It is shorter, if you can tell. It is shorter by a little bit, but especially once you screw this piece down. Now, this adapter is going to come with a nut on it. We're not going to be using that nut for this particular project, so I took it off. And this piece is actually going to screw all the way into that. So we have this adapter, and now we're just going to take this bolt out. Real simple. Shouldn't take but just a second to do, and then we're going to transfer this set screw. It's not a bolt, but it's a set screw. We're going to transfer this set screw back into the new piece. This is out, not a problem. And this is going to fit right in. Okay guys, so after some kind of just playing around, this bolt will fit into here. Now this piece is powder coated, it's new, the threads are a little dirty. Don't worry, it will fit. As long as you don't cross thread it, we were able to get that in. So not really a big issue. We're going to, now we're just going to kind of set this on here. Now there's only one way that this can go. And that's going to go, you'll notice that this is kind of a flat end here. It's going to match the flat end of the shifter. And it's going to set right down on it. And at this point,
we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Alright guys, so I've been told that I put the shift boot on wrong, and I'm a big enough man to realize when I've done something wrong, so we're going to rectify that in this portion of this corrected video. Now, what I've done is I went ahead and taken the shift boot and the entire assembly off. Here's the boot, I have the assembly over here. We're going to put this back together the way that I think that it needs to go. So let's check it out. Alright gang, so this is what we have come up with, and I'm going to try to see if I can get this to focus correctly. So this is the way that the boot is supposed to fit. Now, what I initially did was I put this boot over, I took the knob off and slid the boot over top of here. Let me see if I can get this to focus for you guys. So it sat, you know, essentially on this, it sat, the boot here, I took the knob off and it went over top. But if you see this collar, what you end up having to do is take the adapter that's on the inside and put it through the adapter. So let me show you here. So if you notice what I had to do, and I'm sorry for the sun glare, but I had to fix that. So essentially I ended up having to cut like 2 stitches because it wasn't quite, it was too tight for this piece to quite fit in, so I wasn't able to do that. So what I did was I just cut 2 stitches here. I was able to force this over, and then as you see, it fits right up against this knuckle here, right up in here. And then inevitably what we're end up going to do is we're going to, and I'm just going to have show this to you real quick. I'm just going to fold this boot like so. Alright guys, so if you look at this, you'll see that I've pretty much just turned the boot inside out. On the inside, you'll see the screw right here. See if I can get into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this down, and I'm just going to put the boot down and tuck it into place. So this should be the final revision of what needs to happen. I think everything looks good on this. This is going to look super professional. It's going to give me a few extra inches that I didn't have initially when I put the boot on to try to figure out what it is. So let's get this boot put on, and I'll let you see what it looks like. Alright guys, well there we have it. This is the correct way. I know the first way I showed you guys, again, I took the knob off, I put the boot over top of the bolt and had it sit on top of here, when in reality the adapter has to fit in through this at the top. And I did have to cut that 1 stitch, just 1 stitch right here in order to stretch it enough to make it fit. But you know, now that it sits in there, it's pretty amazing. I mean, this thing fits even better than what I would have ever imagined. So I am super happy. So guys, here we go. I am not too big to acknowledge my mistakes and tell you that I was wrong initially on the video, but I hope that this revision of this video has corrected itself. Now, again, I am 100% sure that this is the way that needs to go in, and that's probably my fault for not researching it enough prior to, but hey, it is what it is, right? We're men, at least most of us are. Ladies, you know how we are read instructions. I don't, and that was my downfall on my original video, so I apologize for that. But this has been fixed, it's been rectified. Sorry for the confusion. This video will clear it up, and thank you all so much for your support and telling me that I was wrong, because if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong, and I'm going to fix it. So I want you guys to know that. So again, if you like the channel, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, the better I'm going to be. The more I can get, give you some really great product. Now, I've got some big things coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I've got some big stuff coming up. We're going to be doing some stuff with ZZP. Can't really go into it right now, but we're going to be doing some stuff with ZZP. Man, I'm excited. So thank you all again, and we will talk really soon.